Hey guys, before this video officially starts, I'd like to apologize because I promised that I would make a video on the parts that I missed, but I wasn't able to. I'm getting this new camera stand so that way I can record outside of my TV and everything, so it'll be here soon. See you guys. How ya doing, everybody? Lone Wolf here, and this is different. We're doing a raid quest. I wasn't able to get what I wanted done fast enough, and yeah, I've been working on it for a while. I wanted to make my own little camera stand thing, but I'm not that good at it, so here we are. I'm ordering one as soon as I get enough money, so that way I can just get it done, get these episodes out as fast as possible. But yeah, so far we're doing raid quests. So what these are essentially boss fights, think of it like that, to where they give them an absurd amount of health and make them do an absurd amount of damage, give them all the abilities of every single boss combined. And yeah, the one we're fighting right now is Super Baby Ape Form. Super Baby 2 Ape Form, sorry. So yeah, he has all the abilities of a normal raid boss, except he's the size of a god dang ozaruu. So if you don't know how this is, they usually start it off with a team fight. You have to be in a team in order to get to here. If not, then you can't play. They give you enough time before the enemy spawns to actually charge up as much as possible. And there he is. You can try your best to do as much damage as possible, but it won't really get through. The name of the game isn't how many hits you can get through, it's getting through, doing a lot of damage, and surviving. As well as making sure your hits actually land. Because there are going to be times when it doesn't register because of how powerful it is. A normal ozaruu with final Kamehameha would have gone down by now. But everything that everybody's throwing at him isn't really phasing him as much as it would be. Some attacks miss or don't register, and it's going to be even harder to make contact with it. You have to make sure that you're in the right position to attack. Go for his gut, if anything. He can do stuff like this. Take you down instantly. I'm a level 70 right now, and I've put as much as I can into health as I could. For Majins, it doesn't really register for health, but for Saiyans it does, a lot. Doing everything you can to try to stay alive won't really help you. For this particular fight, as you saw, he one-shotted me. He can do that from anywhere. You'll be anywhere on the map and he'll still get you. You can do your best to try to whittle his health down, but that's all that you can do. It'll never really go away, and I don't know anyone who's actually killed a raid boss, so yeah. He does this an insane amount of times, and it stops you in your place even if you're flying at max speeds. And I do believe you can get away using your evasive, but you have to keep using it over and over again. What I suggest during these kinds of fights is stuff to help your team and stuff to help you with attack up and health up. Because if not, you're gonna die. Also, one thing that you don't want to do, which I did here, is gonna show up later, is go for the tail. Don't go for the tail. Not only is going for the tail a catastrophic waste of time, it doesn't do any damage. It does like 10 damage. It actually does 10. It actually does 10. I went and checked. 10. He loses 10 little... Don't go for the tail. Healing moves on yourself are good, but they're not really going to do that much. Of course you want to heal as much as possible. When somebody can one-shot you, you want to make sure you have as much health as possible, but it won't help. And stamina goes away like crazy. Normally, you could last a while, but I didn't see this the first time. I didn't pay attention to my stamina bar. So you have to make sure that you're being extra careful when you're fighting these guys. Now, usually these events go on for a couple of days, so if you miss your chance to fight it out the first day, don't worry about it. It's not like it's going to go anywhere for a while. Yeah, that'll do a lot of... I actually never seen it hit the ground before, but I imagine it's going to do a lot of damage if it does. Too bad it didn't in this case. Of course, stamina really comes back. Not that fast, but I guess it's good enough for now. But, yeah, and here's where I was talking about the tail thing. I tried it the first time, but next time he falls, I will grab his tail and succeed. Great! He corrupted somebody! Yeah, he has every single move that every villain has. He just chooses not to use one of them. Well, I don't think he can use one of them. It instantly breaks your stamina, and I think that's it. Going through this fight, you want to make sure that you're extremely cautious as well, because if your entire team gets taken down and mind controlled, that's it. In fact, it happened. First it was me, and then it was the rest of the team. So, yeah. Taking him down, I did what anybody else would do with an ozaruu. Went for his tail. Look at what the other people are saying. No, 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 no. And listen. Listen closely. Oh, it didn't show it, but somebody had cursed me out. I think it was Casper 950. Somebody, yeah, that person cursed me out. And everybody refused to help me after that whenever I fell. So, yeah. What I can suggest for the fight is try to make the time run out while you're still doing as much damage as humanly possible. Because if not, good luck. See, using my evasive, it helped. But I had to use it a third time and I ran out of stamina. Anyway, with only a couple seconds left on the clock, you could imagine how we were feeling when we saw that guy was down to his last bit of health.
You fool! You fool!
Now I want you to pay attention, because after that tail thing, everybody gets up, except for who?
You fool!
Well, except for me, and Black Legacy. After the time's up, they'll come up with some fake excuse and disappear. Sometimes it's screen nuke like that, yeah. Still nobody helping me. I don't care. I even got branded a burden for that. And a D rank. When I saw the D rank, to be honest, before that, I was just gonna stop, call it a day, call it an episode, and just be done. But then I saw the D rank, and I'm just like, no. No, I am getting something better. And that's where my other people come into play. Starting off with Shijitsune, I got her Unleash Potential form right here, as well as something that can do Neo Tri-Beam and Brave Heat. What did he get hit by? I think the air hates him. Going into the fight is going to be the same every time. Neo Tri-Beam. I am not doing any damage whatsoever. If you don't know, Neo Tri-Beam is an attack that basically uses up all of your stamina to do an attack. So the more stamina that you have, it uses a single bar in order to actually do the next part of the move. So the more stamina you have, the longer that move can go on. And with something like I said, don't go easy on me right there, it takes away some of your key bar. Like, it takes a little bit of extra key, but it gives you XXL extra damage. So, Neo Tri-Beam plus that should do a lot. It did nothing. I did not see the bar move when I was watching this over. So, yeah. This goes to show how overpowered these characters can really be. And they have so many like them. Sometimes they have ones that you can barely even touch. I know they have Zamasu too. I wish I got to fight Zamasu. It was sometime during the spring. But, yeah, I guess I missed it. I missed my opportunity. He kept kicking me out, so I never got to fight him. Anyway, onward and upward with the fight. Everybody's doing their best to do as many ultimates and supers as they can without getting hit. And I was on the ground because my stamina recovers faster that way. If you're flying around, it's slow. I was trying to do Neo Tri-Beam for the longest amount of time possible, but that didn't really go too well. Now, Neo Tri-Beam is a double-edged sword here. Of course, it can do a lot, can't do any damage. And Brave Heat is a physical attack, of course. So you remember that gigantic Ki Blast that he did, that he launched into the ground? Since Neo Tri-Beam requires all of my stamina, that gigantic Ki Blast, I won't be able to do too much against it. All my stamina's gone, I only have 2 extra bars. So going towards it, I have nothing. I gained stamina slower for some reason. I don't know why. And I had to rely on my teammates in order to actually take that down. I don't like that. Knowing now that I shouldn't go for the tail, I don't. In fact, I make the tail like poison ivy. I just want to avoid it at all times. Trying to do Brave Heat as much as possible because, I mean, look at it. If that doesn't do damage right there, I don't know what does. Healing up myself and my team a bit. I died. I ran out of sense of being essence after using it that one time. I thought I had more, but I guess it's all gone. And trying to avoid death, I failed. So you can see how difficult this was, even with my strongest character, someone who I'm great at using, and yeah. Now he's targeting me. Now I get my stamina back and everything, but with him lunging at me, doing everything in his power to actually attack me, having stamina, I can't really do anything, because look, he does this. Of course I can get away from most of it, but then I die. My strongest character, someone who I put an equal amount into her health and everything, she has like over 70 into her health category, and yet she's already dead. Now I was able to evade enough to actually survive the attack, but I ran out of stamina, so getting close to him, I died. And I couldn't really do too much. No, getting close to him, I almost died, sorry. If I had run out of stamina, and he had hit me or caught me with the bubble thing, it would have been over for me. And with 34 seconds left on the clock, and being dead again, it's just difficult. I swear, I try not to say that video games are difficult. Like, of course there are challenges in them, but once you really get through at least some of it, a good portion of it, it should be easier for you, but no. This is the one time I would actually consider a fight difficult in a video game. So, believe you me when I say that I did not want to go back into this. Too bad time was up. And there was so much more that I wanted to do. Yay, we finished! Let's see what rank we got with this one. Of course, we cleared. Okay, I didn't contribute as much as I thought I would. Uh-huh. Burden and a C rank. Well, level up for Haruka, but a C rank. That's swell. But a burden. I mean, we still have time, right? And that's why we're here now. Oh boy, let me tell you, this fight was amazing right here. Tenyu Izukuma. I had to find something that was balanced. The thing about that is, the only one that had my requirements for balanced attacking, you know, like I could actually fire off a beam instead of having to do a melee, he can't charge up. And that's plot relevant for my own little thing. He wasn't supposed to charge up with this one for a lot of reasons, but yeah. Looking back on it during this fight, it was kind of terrible. So I had to completely use weaker Kai Blast. Ki Blast, whatever the heck they're called. Of course I'd charge them and stuff, but you see the rate of fire with this and everything. So after a while, you know, just charging it up, trying to stay out of his line of fire and line of sight, I was able to turn gold. Yay! Yeah, let's go golden. I died. I asked for an assist. Somebody assisted me from far away. Sense of being essence. Yep. So I got a bunch of ki now. Great. What do I use it on? Emperor's Death. All of my ki is gone. All of it. All of that ki I had to work for is gone. So now, let's just go up and straight up attack this guy melee style. Instant death. And not only that, everybody, instant death. Even the person trying to heal me. Yeah, that felt good. Once again, I really dislike this. But there was one more thing I had to do. Something I thought was funny the first time I actually did this. When I gained my giant Namekian form, it was the funniest thing because I had gained it right after I was able to go through these fights, and I had realized an ozaruu isn't that big once you turn giant Namekian. So what happens if you get a giant Namekian and an ozaruu to fight? Okay, that's a cool looking fight, but what happens when you get a giant Namekian who's only level 63 and a super Saiyan ozaruu who's probably somewhere in the quintillions with his level? Well, let's see what happens. Transforming, coming up quickly. He jumped over me. I tried to melee him, but I realized I wasn't doing anything, so I just kept blasting him. And then I died. And the funniest thing, not only did I not get help from anybody, but I got kicked. And when that happened, I started laughing so much, I just stopped playing. So, this is my outro. See you guys. Enjoy watching the other videos or rewinding to watch the fails. See you guys in the next one.